What is up, guys? I'm really excited to make this video. I've never actually even seen one of these in person until I have one in front of me right here, but I have 83, I believe it is. It's the air-cooled model, CR500, big boy from back in the day. And so the story is, I think he's had it for a while. He had the motor rebuilt. I think it sat for a long time. And right now the issue is it doesn't have spark. So it's got good compression. I haven't tested it yet, but you can tell it's got good compression here. It doesn't have spark, and I'm going to dig into it. I have lots of parts and stuff behind me. I see I have a seat that I'm going to throw cover on. He started putting new plastics and stuff on it. I just torched the tank, put a little heat to it, kind of brought the red back to life a little bit here. So yeah, I'm just going to start digging into this thing and see if I can figure out what the issue is. I'm probably just going to start right at the base of it, right at the stator, and see what we can find out from there. But I'm just going to hop into it and see if we can get this big old 500 done. See what we got behind it. I think I'm going to pull the tank off just so it's easier to work on also. All right. So basically, these are a bunch of random parts I have with the bike here. I got all this stuff, trying to organize, get all my electrical stuff. We got some new Honda things. Got some electrical parts here. I think they might have tested some of these also. These look like the clutch springs, wheel bearings, random stuff. But they do have a nice manual for this thing. So I'm hoping this will help me kind of walk me through here. Gives me all the resistance readings and everything for the stator and all that kind of stuff. But first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the plug out and I'm going to check spark. We have spark. It's hard to tell, but we definitely have something there. Wiring where I can get to it still, ideally. I'm throwing motor boot on because I see people break ankles kicking over these monsters. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, this is not an easy bike to kick over. Holy crap. So it does kind of seem like intermittent spark, or like not the greatest spark. It's like blue, but it's not constant, so I guess you call it intermittent. But I'm trying to look at this like pickup coil here, and it's hard to see, but I see like the magnet on the flywheel here doesn't line up with the magnet on the pickup coil. Probably real hard to see, but I'm trying to get this off so I can at least take a look at it, see if it looks broke off, if there's like a magnet broke off on here or something like that. But having trouble getting this out. Made it down to these fun tools, so you know you're having a good time when that stuff comes out. All right, so I went and used the manual. I was able to test just about all of the spark or electrical components. The plug gap, the stator checked out. That was recommended, that's what it was. Pulse generator, which I believe is this, their name for like the pickup coil. Let's see. It was supposed to be between 88 to 107. It was 90, so that's good. Primary coil, it passed. These are aftermarket coils, and I'm not exactly sure. I think you're supposed to be able to test ground to here, and I wasn't able to test that. But I do have spark. I have a lot better spark, and honestly, a lot of it might have been the kill switch. I went ahead and just clipped that off. So these are hanging here. All right, it's been like 2 months since I've even recorded this thing. I've been slowly just putting it together after work, not really any time to make videos on it. I've been slowly piecing it together, and what I think was the culprit, this is the pickup coil here. I don't know if I showed this already, but it's wore down, so it must have came loose and been hitting on the flywheel. I put a new one of those in there and I have much better spark. I kind of got everything pieced together now. I got brakes on it, fixed some exhaust leaks, kind of went through the carburetor. We're just gonna see if it'll start now. Checking over all my wiring. I checked the kill switch. That was working as it should. I came to pull that plastic rubber off there. Make sure it was on there good. Connector came right off there. So that's what it was this time, I guess. Or maybe the gas tank kind of pushed on it or something, but I'm gonna get that back on there and should have spark. Oh! I barely even started going down, and I wonder if you can see that. See, that's kickback, but it gets a lot worse than that. I didn't even make it anywhere. Oh, fuck! It's really giving me a hard time right now. That hurt even with MOTO boots on. Come on, baby. Come on! I got this 500 running, and I'm going to try to get the carb tuned because it doesn't seem to want to rev out. I don't know if it's loading up or what, but we're just going to see what happens. Out here, I need some dry ground. My freaking brake lever fell off. God, this thing has rattled itself apart. I just put that on and I know it was tight too. What the hell, man? There it is. Right there. Bolt came out. The needle clip was second to bottom. I brought it all the way up to the top. Let's see what happens. Got my big back. Such a long stretch of road just to get it on a first gear.
change, but it's also like 45 degrees out right now, and normally this bike's going to be running, you know, 65 plus, 60 to 80 I'd say even, you know, here in Minnesota, but it definitely is running a lot better. Not loading up, but I see a little bit of smoke. That's a good sign. I'm not even really getting into it. Definitely rideable now. Before you couldn't even rev it out. Now it revs out, so that was definitely an issue. Bike I won't power wheelie, and my back brake isn't dialed in. I really only have good front brakes right now. This bike hasn't ran in 25 plus years. It runs. And it's definitely a 500. I can't imagine what the liquid cooled 500s are like, because this thing's got power. This wouldn't be a bike that I'd want to ride all the time. That's for certain.